My name is Peyman Khodabandehlouei and my student ID is 210 4987.
Hello, Professor. My name is Shervin Kamalabadi. My student number is 202 0074. So we want to talk about e-waste management, addressing challenge for a sustainable future.
Okay, let's start with the subject e-waste management. These days everyone is talking about technology and we see technology is evolving so fast and the adoption rate of electronical devices is increasing and increasing every day. But the thing is that this increment in the adoption rate can be a big threat for human beings, and we need to prepare ourselves and prepare our infrastructure to overcome this issue and stop it before it gets so serious. So let's get into the subject and talk about what is e-waste management. E-waste means abandoned electronical devices on the nature, which is increasing every day and every day because new technologies come in every day and many people they change their devices. But the thing is that we need to handle that old devices because they can put pollution in the environment, and e-waste means e-waste management exactly means handling the old devices which is not working anymore. And there are many challenges in e-waste management. One thing is that it is a new problem for human beings, and the next thing is people are not aware of the pollution that their electronical devices might put in the environment. So public awareness is one of the first and biggest challenges of e-waste management. And the next thing is infrastructure problem, which we need infrastructure to get rid of toxic materials in the electronical devices. And there are more challenges, and we're gonna go through them and talk about them one by one. And we need a system. We need to design a system to efficiently handle the e-waste and overcome the issues. And what are the issues? I think the main issue with e-waste is the health risk from electronical materials, and for human beings and also for the nature. And it can become a very serious threat for us, and we're going to talk about the details. And the goal is to educate the people. The goal of the system is to educate the people and efficiently handle everything. So let's start with the challenges. First challenge is volume of e-waste. As I mentioned before, the adoption rate of electronical devices and technology is increasing day by day, and the volume is also increasing. So this is the main challenge. And the second one is health hazards, because the toxic materials in electronical devices can cause neurological problems or even cancer in human beings. So this is a very serious challenge. And the next one can be recycling challenges, because for example, one way to recycle these e-wastes is to use acids. But the thing is that acids also put pollution in the nature, and acid is also dangerous for humans. So here is also a big challenge, and we need a really good plan. And the next challenge is legislative and the lack of regulations for these kind of waste. And the next one is resources challenges, which uh, in recycling process we might lose many valuable materials and make them toxic. So we need to focus on this. Okay. And let's talk about the system and causal loop diagram of the systems. There are five main variables in this system, and the first one is, of course, tech adoption rates. And as more devices are adopted by people, of course, there is a high e-waste. And the next main variable is recycling infrastructure, which really affects the final result. And as we have more infrastructures, we're gonna manage everything way better. And the next important variable is public awareness. And individuals need to learn and understand how they should handle this waste. And the next variable is government regulations, which enforces standards for e-waste and recycling. And the final variable is environmental impact, which at the end is going to impact human beings. So let's talk about the relationship between these variables. Actually, the first relationship is really obvious because high tech adoption increases e-waste, and high and increment in e-waste results in higher environmental pollutions. And the next relationship is weak regulations, which result in informal recycling growth, or let's say wrong way of recycling growth and using unsafe methods. And finally, serious health problems for human beings. And the next relationship is improved recycling infrastructure, which reduces the pollution and increases the resource handling. And the next relationship is increase in public awareness, which results in better participation in this system, and at the end, higher recycling rate, which affects the health hazard and environmental pollutions. And now let's talk about system loop diagram. As we can see here, more tech adoption results in more e-waste volume, and more e-waste volume has a positive result on environmental impact. And finally, it is all of them together are going to result in higher health hazards. And from the bottom, government regulation also can affect in two very important variables. One of them is public awareness, and the other one is recycling infrastructure. And both of them can also impact in e-waste volume and environmental impact, and at the end, health hazards. So the thing is that if governments put regulations and educate the public to increase the public awareness and invest in recycling infrastructure, all of them at the end are going to has reduced the environmental impact, and at the end, health hazards.
Okay, so now I want to talk about identifying our most critical problem in this system.
So we divide it into 5 different sections. So the number one is limited recycling infrastructure, that many regions lack facilities for safe e-waste processing, and the impact is e-waste ends up in landfill or it's exported to countries with weaker regulations. High recycling costs, proper recycling require advanced technology, and that's making it so expensive. So the impact is companies and individuals needed some cheaper, do the cheaper and informal methods. That is so harmful. Lack of public awareness. Many people are unaware about or how or where to recycle an e-waste. The impact is e-waste is improperly disposed of, increasing environment harm. Informal recycling sectors, unregulated recycling practice dominate in developing countries, and the impact is workers are exposed to hazard material and toxic pollute the environment. Weak regulations, it's about governments do not enforce strict laws or recycling codes. So, what is our proposed solutions? First of all is public education campaigns. The solution is to establish some awareness program via social media, schools and events, and the goal is to educate on e-waste risk and recycling benefits. Stricter regulations enforce laws for companies to recycle their product. The goal is to ensure safe and legal e-waste processing. Investment in recycling infrastructure, invest in modern recycling facilities to enhance efficiency and reduce reliance on informal sector. Take partnership, partnered with manufacturer for take back and recycling programs. Example like Apple's trading offers discounts for return device. Economic incentives offer tax breaks or reward for responsible e-waste, and the goal is to boost the partnership. So, what is the target market for e-waste management? First of all, is urban households, tech consumers who frequently upgrade electronic device, and our approach is to raise awareness about responsible disposal, provide them some collection points, recycling incentives. Small and medium enterprises, businesses relying on electronic equipment for daily operations, and our approach is to offer collection service, enforce recycling regulation, provide tax benefits for responsible disposal. Corporate sectors like large organizations with IT infrastructure as approaches to develop corporate recycling policies, implement mandatory take-back programs and sustainable goals. Informal sectors, independent e-waste collector and recycler, and our approach is to provide training and safer recycling technologies for them. Educational institutions, schools, universities, research centers, as approach is to organize e-waste drives and awareness program partnered with certified recycle for bulk disposal. So let's go to the next slide. How can I do it? So what is the long-term benefits of e-waste management? So the most important thing is environment protections, reduce pollution, prevent toxic chemical from harming soil, water and air, health improvement, safer recycling practice, protect workers and communities from these exposures. Resource conservations recover valuable material like metal, reducing the need for mining. Economic growth, creating jobs in formal recycling industries and boost sustainable business practice. Sustainable development support long-term environment and economic goal. We can mention data security too, because proper disposal ensures sensitive data is security destroyed. So for us to achieve these long-term benefits, yeah, first of all, like any other system, we may face some risks. Risk like resistance from informal workers. They may fear to losing their jobs, so we include them in a formal recycling programs. Delay policy implementation, so slow government action may delay e-waste solutions, so we need to push it to be faster. High initial cost, and the problem is building these facilities is expensive, so we need to get funding from government. So our financial plan could be like this: the funding source come from government, partnership or corporations, investor fundings, and the revenue come from the recycling fees and material sales. And we need some recycling facilities, awareness campaigns, hiring and train workers.
At the end, e-waste management is not just a challenge, but an opportunity to create a sustainable future. And by implementing effective recycling system and collaborating with informal workers and securing the necessary policy supports and fundings, and also very importantly educating people, we can overcome key obstacles and establish efficient long-term solutions. And the benefits are clear: protecting the environment and conserving valuable resources, and protecting human beings is one of the key benefits, and at the end creating new economical opportunities. And investing in e-waste management today means securing cleaner, safer, and more responsible world for future generation. Thank you.